Welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing GP2 Round 7. We're at Barcelona this week. Hopefully someone will jump on the chat and tell me what the weather's going to be, but we'll wait and see. Just do all these little admin bits first. We've account, or do you want the link? There you go. It's in the comm streams. Yay, new subscriber. Bell on. You love a bit of bell. That is PG. There's 4 people watching apparently. I'm one of them, you're one of them. Oh, it's up to 5 now. Hopefully one of them's going to give us a weather update. Yeah, our friend he always does. He'll just do a last to wherever he gets to. Oh, of course it's your first time seeing it on PS5, isn't it? Go on your audio settings and change it to allow broadcast, because they can't hear you on the string. I think it's in your privacy settings in the account. It's because he's just got a PS5. Better late than never, but he's got one, and now he's got to set everything back up. So, I'm going to have to go and look, and Lister's starting his first lap. Oh, actually, James is in front. Let's ride on board with James, see what he can set on this first lap of Spain. And the long right-hander at turn 3, up to turn 4. No, it's in your privacy settings, I swear. Oh, I'm going to have to Google it now, aren't I? Find where it is. Oh, I'm just Googling it for you. Yeah, share your voice.
I'm partying, I'm not. Hey, I'm
Right,
back.
is it on allow?
Can anyone? Yeah, I've just put it out. Can you hear me? Moylan, come on. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
we can hear you.
Sweet.
Right, so James, I must have missed James invalidating his lap. Lister's set a 1:17.4.
James is just going through turn 1 now. Into turn 2. Ah, he's
Is invalidated.
again. Who's next on track? McLaren.
That's Cons is starting an out lap. Or just finishing
Mrs.
an out lap.
Moylan's in front. Oh, she's going very slow.
Oh, let's jump on board.
Oh, she's giving him the toe.
Pint size as he comes round to finish his lap.
Mrs. Moylan's got to get out of the way.
Pint size does a 1:24.2. And then Evan does a 17.2.
Island Boys up to 117.9, not a bad lap. Who's the next one to cross the line? Scorito by the looks of it. Oh no, he's out there. Just about to
Moylan's
start.
sitting in the pit. Decky's in the pit.
Right, James is pitted.
Is that a hobo I see on track? Let's follow hobo round as he finishes his outlap. See if he's going to put a blinding lap in like he did last week.
I'm not gonna lie, these controllers feel very weird.
You'll get used to it.
I think my uncle was telling me is where people have changed the controller, made it a bit thicker because there's something that people are getting in their hands from the controller. Where it's so scrunched up and stuff, it basically stops your fingers and all that from working. Basically like arthritis.
Yeah.
But it does explain a lot why my hand technique isn't always as great as what it could be.
Moyland is asking if you're going to grace them with your presence tomorrow for the TT race.
Moyland, for you, anything. Oh, fucking hell, what was that? Oh, my bad, didn't mean to swear. Rob, is ghosting on or off?
Ghosting should be off.
Right, well that's pretty mad.
What happened?
Right, hold on, why won't you let me go? Right, something's wrong with pint-sized geezer then. Because I can't actually click onto him.
He's in the pit.
Right, he wasn't though, that's the thing. So, I'll explain. Evans come around turn 1 and turn 2. And on my screen, that pint size was midway through turn 2, about to go into turn 3. Evans just went straight through the back of him. But not invalid, not done no damage, it literally just ghosted through him. So I don't know, would that be a glitch on my PS5 or would that be a glitch on the game?
It could be any, it's Codemasters. Like I say, you missed all the weird ones last week. Mrs. Carl, I nearly called her your name for her, trying to avoid doing that. Mrs. Cole came out of her pit box after doing a pit, and whilst under the AI control driving down the pit lane, the AI decided the best way to do it was just to slam it into the wall all the way down the pit. And I think it did it to Dara as well.
Just going through with CJW now, he's a 10th and a half up this time. Going through the first sector.
On the left hand of turn 5 into turn 6. Running up to turn 7, which is an awful corner. I hate that. Get it slightly wrong and you're in the wall.
And this one, I think. If you get this one wrong, you're in the wall.
And the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, just Spain. Just Spain.
Yeah.
He's now 5 temps down.
Yeah, he did have to get past a little bit of traffic in that one. So whether that had any effect on him.
Moreland, if you're listening, are you coming on after the race? GT?
Right, and he's diving into the pit. So who've we got on laps? Ah, see, Cons has changed his name on the PSN now, so it's not Nice Hair, it is Cons, as I've been calling him anyway.
He's 5 near or 4 temps up on sector 1. That's without the toe as well, so that toe must have damaged him a bit.
Possibly compromised him, depending where Mrs. Cole put her car into turn 1. I wasn't on board.
No, because he followed her the whole way through, down the start-finish straight, into turn 1, 2 and 3, and she moved out the way for turn 4, so it's compromising through turn 1, 2 and 3, isn't it?
Yeah, through turn 3 is not great.
No, he's now 6.5 tenths up on his time.
Looks to be a decent time. To around about 5th or 6th on the track. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a lull in a minute. I'll get the results up and we'll run through those. standings as they are. So yeah, that does jump him up to 5th with a 1:18.0. Missed Evan setting a 1:16.6 to keep him in 1st. With 8 tenths up on his teammate and on 3-lap old softs. Come on, laptop, keep it alive. There we go. So the driver standings at the moment are Johnny Stokes currently in 1st with 119 points. Evans sitting in 2nd on 104. And then there's a sizable gap to the rest. Decky in 3rd is on 61. Scarito in 4th is on 39. So that's both Williams drivers in the top 4 of the drivers' standings. If only we could get that in GP1. Hey, Lewis.
We can, but you're poor. And the season results say.
James Al's sitting in 5th. Island Boy in 6th. Lister in 7th. Frenzy in 8th. Dara in 9th. CJW is joint 10th with Matty. GTC is in 12th, Hobo 13th, Night Sniper and Scotty are tied in 14th, Mrs. Carl's in 16th, Cons 17th, and then 18th on no points are the Spare, Alpha Tauri seat, Love Hate Games and Flea.
Oh, we've got no Stokesy or Scotty. Where are they this evening?
Stokes is here.
Is it?
He's sitting in 4th.
My bad.
He's got Moyland as a teammate. So the constructors' standings, which will no doubt change after tonight.
Team. Moyland and Johnny Stoke. Who paired them two up?
The Gridmaker bot.
What?
The Gridmaker bot on Discord automatically allocates the reserve seats. So there's no bias. It's all done by the computer, so no one can blame me.
Fucking hell.
But in the constructors, you've got Aston Martin and Ferrari are tied for 1st place, both on 137 points. And Williams sitting in 3rd on 100 points. Alfa Romeo in 4th with 58. Mercedes in 5th with 42. Alpine in 6th with 39. Red Bull in 7th with 34. Alpha Tauri in 8th with 28, McLaren in 9th with 20, and Haas are in 6th with 6 points. So we'll be losing 3 drivers through this session, no, it should be 2. We should lose the bottom 2, but it looks likely.
Well, Frenzy's already gone. Love Hate ain't put a lap in yet, so we've just got to wait.
Yeah,
by looks of it, it might be Pint Size.
Pint Size looks to have retired.
So as long as Love Hate can keep it on track.
Yeah,
we've still got Woomax and Moreland that haven't done a lap yet either.
Oh, Woomax has made it in, that's good.
Moreland's just come out.
Is he coming out on inters or is he coming out on
full wets? No, he's coming out on softs.
I was expecting him to come out on wets because he'd been practicing the wet Q1 round USA.
Is it? Is that our next track?
No, the TTFL league were at USA tonight, and whilst I was doing a bit of TT, I had Hobo stream up. And obviously they only had 50, I say obviously, they only had 15 drivers for full quali, so obviously, as we know, you can then do Q1 on any tyres. Right now, coming round to finish his lap. He's going to put him through.
Moreland's just starting. I'm going to ride on board with Moreland, see if he goes for a proper lap.
So 120.3 with Love hate. Where's our Moyland?
He's going through turn 1 now, upshift to turn, to 5th gear, through turn 2, into 6th for turn 3, maybe 7th, go for a wide line. Brake at about the bridge down to 3rd or 4th, wherever you prefer. Clearly he prefers 4th, up to 5th. Down through to turn 5, down to 3rd, 2nd for the rotation, and then short shift back up mid-corner. You're going to brake it around 50 metres here. Don't clip that curve, because if you clip that curve, you've buggered yourself, you're spinning out. You can full flat this, but you've got to be very brave and take the right line. Brake at 100 metre ball down to 2nd, get the rotation, which he never. Up to 4th, then 5th. You come around this in 4th if you're lucky, 3rd possibly. Coming through to this little chicane area there, 4th on the first one. Oh, he's had a little spin, 2nd, upshift to 3rd. Oh, he spun it again.
He's not spun it, he's just had oversteer.
No, he's hit the curve, he spun it.
He's facing the right way. He didn't do a 180 or a 360. He didn't spin.
Well, you know what I meant.
Had oversteer.
You know what I meant. Shit, I'm retiring after tonight. I'm not doing this no more. We're breaking up, Robbo. Where's the divorce papers?
I think Cole's sending them to you.
I was trying to say, I feel like the Froud family.
Moylan gets a 119.1.
Sorry.
So we jump on board with Umax, who's just gone through sector 1. The last few runs. Yeah, I think everyone who's on track at the minute will be able to get another lap in if they wish. At least it's been confirmed that the track alterations will be reflected in the 22 game on release for once. So that's Australia, Abu Dhabi, Spain. Alterations will all be represented in the new game. And Rumax goes 9th with a 118.3. Behind Rumax we've got... No, Love Hate's not starting that lap. Mrs. Cole's abandoning her lap into the pits.
Oh, dear,
Evans on an out lap. As he goes trying to... He has just got over the line in time to start this final lap. Rise on board with him as he goes through turn 3. He is 500ths up. Was that up or is he down? I didn't look at it properly. He's 500ths down.
I didn't see it.
It was down, I've just looked on the stream.
Oh.
That nice little bit of delay on the YouTube stream lets me look up and see.
He's invalidated anyway.
He's invalidated. Love Hate had slowed anyway. So yeah, Love Hate into the pit. So at the end of Q1, we will be losing Frenzy and Pint Size Visa. Still no one's told us what the weather's going to be doing for the race.
I think it's going to be sunny. It's a very weird track this. There's a lot of corners. It's harsh on both front tyres, isn't it? Especially your left hand side.
Potential rain in the race from Moyland. Hobo saying rain throughout.
Can't trust any of them.
You can't, I trust them.
Would it be like complete daylight? Just like really sunny, like 33-degree heat.
Let's do the admin bit and get those screenshots. Now we have to sit and wait for it to load up. For all those people on PS4s that take forever to load up.
Yeah, you PS4 cheap. Got to get yourselves PS5.
Did you see earlier this week Sony pre-released a warning that there were going to be supply issues with the PS6?
Already?
Yeah, I think someone on Sony's Twitter account was just having a laugh.
Oh.
Being as the 5's only been out a year and a bit, year and a half.
Jesus,
And
it's
people
like
still can't.
they come out like like a new one comes out like every 2 or 3 years, doesn't it? Like a new model. So like, obviously you had the PS4, the PS4 Slim, PS4 Pro.
Yeah, I've already seen rumours about the PS5 Pro, so they can't even get enough
The PS5,
PS5
yeah, the normal
standards out.
PS5's out, yeah.
And
Unless
then,
they're only releasing a certain amount, just so they can work on. So basically, what they're saying is, we're the unlucky ones. Got the box standard PS5, and the new one comes out in about 4 or 5 months. They're not going to release it until a week before they're actually meant to come out.
I can't imagine a Pro will be out for at least another 2 years. They've got to try and get the PSVR 2 out. And I am really hoping that when that comes, if that does release this year, that there's an update and F1 gets full VR support like it will on PC.
I think if it does, I'd have to get it. VR.
Yeah, having done VR on PS4, obviously F1 wasn't a VR game, but GT Sport was VR.
Yeah, I think I played
That was
GT
insane.
Sport.
And so was Dirt Rally. I don't know, Hobo. I can't remember if it's set on approximate or if it's on. It's not that one. It's not that one. It is set to approximate. I thought it was normally
What the
set on
fuck are you
perfect.
two cunts?
You're on. Who are you talking to?
Not mute. Wait, did I might not mute?
No.
Oh no! I swear I thought I pressed the button to mute my mic. No, it was a Snapchat. Don't worry. My bad, YouTube.
Jesus, I had so many copyright strikes last week. I could do without a language strike this week.
Yeah, it's my fault.
I know it's your fault.
You're right. For what?
Formula One management had all my Imola streams taken down.
No way.
Yep. Even the ones from last season.
What? Oh my god. Mind you, that's just unlucky, isn't it, really? I think that might have been because it was Imola that weekend, wasn't it?
Possibly, but it even took out one of the streams that didn't even say what game or anything it was. It just said network test from when all my network was playing up last year. But yeah, hour of sitting filling in forms on YouTube to get them all released again. All great fun. Right, we've got people on track and I'm sat in the pits. So he's jumped on board with Johnny Stokes, who's got on purple sector 1 on the mediums. Coming up to turn 6 now. Nice line into turn 7.
James Hour the fastest in 1:19.8. I think that's just his banker lap that he does every
That's
week.
that's his banker.
And there's Evan with a 1:17.5.
So about a second down on his Q1 time.
Mrs. Morland has invalidated. Next across the line it will be Comms.
Stay on board for the engine on his lap.
He goes second with a 1:18.5. Then you've got the maestro himself, Johnny Stokes, goes second. Literally 5 thousandths off of Evan's time.
Lobo's just starting his lap. Island Boy.
They've all just started their laps, so then.
Island Boy's just coming around to finish his lap now. Got an Alfa Romeo behind him.
So I don't really know if I like the sound of the Alpine, do you?
It doesn't sound too bad.
It's that
Island
little
Boy
squealing noise every time that you put the power down, the turbo.
Island Boy got an 18.6, Matty got an 18.4, and then we've got Lister goes fastest at the moment with a 17.4. This is Carl on our way round. Lap's still valid, so that's good, and crosses the line with a 120.4 on the softs. Hobo on track. Just coming round the final chicane now. Into the final corner. Gets the DRS open. Crosses the line to go 6th with an 18.5. Times are quite close tonight. 1.2 seconds between 1st and 7th.
Yeah, this track's known to be a bit of a... It's just like a DRS train, isn't it, around there? Where it's so short. You got the DRS straight on the start finish, you got the DRS zone on the back straight.
Craig's just starting his lap now, through turn 1 and 2, onto the long right-hander of turn 3.
You've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
That's cleared now.
Leave life 8, which is the allowance again pass.
So according to the track map, that's a purple sector 1 for Craig. Then actually see what the split was. I can look back on my... No, I can't. I left it too late. So through turn 7 and 8 now, run up to turn 9. Onto the back DRS straight. Run down to turn 10. Again saying a purple on a 51.5 for sector 2. Into the final section of the track now. Get the power down. Flat through the final corner. Gets the DRS open. Crosses the line with a 119.3.
So Craig's first sector was a 22.1.
Alpine stops on the track. That was Love 8 Games, who looks to have gone off. Can't tell if he's got any damage. Doesn't look to have got any damage, so just ran wide possibly. Scarito's invalidated, and that's Scarito out of qualifying. Matt is in the pit. Decky is on his outlap. So we'll be losing one of the Williams at the end of this session. Just quickly ping an invite. Don't need to ping an invite, he's already in. Wicked. Decky just coming into turn 1, 2 now. Nicely through the long right hander of 3. Up to the end of sector 1, does a 22.0. King of turn 6 out the way. Into 7 and 8, got a nice line through there. It's turn 9. We're up to turn 10, which has been altered now. 51.2.
It's not on the game though, is it? It needs to be. It should have been on this, shouldn't it?
Should have been on this, but I think they focus so much on getting the 3 new tracks added.
It might be in another update. Actually, no, I doubt it.
It won't be.
Quite to the end of this game now, anyway.
Yeah, there might be a stability patch updates come out, but there won't be any track alterations made now.
Have you pre-ordered your next one?
Nope.
Apparently, if you pre-order it before a certain date, you get the Miami track with it.
You get the Miami lifestyle add-on. You get the Miami track with it, irrespective of which version you buy.
Yeah, you got to buy that as the ultimate or something, isn't it?
Yeah, to get the 3 days early access and the 18,000 Bitcoin to spend on watches and supercars. Because that's why we all buy the game.
Yeah, it's turning into a GTA. Oh, he's very lucky to
keep the wheels on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's EA's money grab, isn't it? Let's add in some random stuff that's... And I've no doubt it'll work. There'll be people that will spend the money on it. I won't be one of them. I'll only be buying it literally for the online.
Yeah, it'd be good if they'd done like, I don't know. Are you going to buy the F1 Manager though?
Yeah, I'm seriously considering that one.
It looks really good, doesn't it? Oh.
Completely different take on the F1 process.
It's going to be quite interesting, that one.
So who've we got out on track? We've got Womack's on track. James is on an outlet.
Craig's on an outlet. On the same set of mediums.
So Mrs. Cole's currently 13 seconds up, down on her time.
No, she's just gone into the pits.
Possibly going for get a set of softs on, get back out.
Did Combs retire?
Yeah, in the pits. No, he retired in the pits. So jump on board as James starts his second flying lap on the mediums, or his first flying lap on the mediums, but his second actual flying lap in the session.
I'm on board with Craig.
So we'll keep an eye on his sector time through sector 1, see if he's improving. And he does a 22.0 on, so he's half a second up on his banker lap.
And Craig's just gone through with 22.0 as well.
So coming up to turn 7 now. Around turn 8. Some of these spectator cams are a bit hit and miss. Into the DRS straight. Purple sector 2.
Craig.
Let's see what the time was. That was a 51.3, is 1.1 seconds off on his previous time.
Craig's up on his time as well.
Through the final chicane now. Onto the start-finish straight. DRS open. Crosses the line with the 17.9. Takes him up to 6.
Craig's just coming. DRS wide open. Crosses the line 118.8, which keeps him where he is. But he's going for another lap by the looks of it.
So Hobo's out on the softs on an out lap. Mrs. Cole's out on the softs on an out lap. So drivers at risk at the minute are Mrs. Cole, who's on an out lap. Love Hate Games, who's in the pits and won't have time to get out. Craig, who's on a lap, but I don't see what his sector was as he went through.
It was a 10.5 down on it.
And Island Boy, who's in the pit. So looking for improvement from Craig and Mrs. Cole to keep them safe. Hobo possibly at risk.
Craig's 3 tenths up down this time.
Has he got time to get across the line?
No, I think he's got literally about 9 seconds. He ain't going to get across.
See how he goes as he comes up to the line, round the final corner. Seemed to take forever for him to come into view there. Crosses the line on a 1:19.2 and did get across in time to start a final flying lap if he's got the fuel on board. He has got the fuel, he's just not got the ERS.
This is more than 10.5 up on our time with sector 1.
Looks
going
like
through turn 6 and 7 now.
Hobo's coming to the end of his lap. Let's see if he's been making it.
That was a very good line by Mrs. Morden through there.
Hobo's backed out of his lap.
More than 5 tenths out. Mrs.
Actually, Hobo, even if Craig and Mrs. Cole do improve and jump up, Hobo will still be through because Decky's DNF'd and was slower than Hobo.
What's Cole? Mrs. Cole going to oh, she stays the same, 119.4.
119.420, and her previous lap was a 19.419. A thousandth of a second slower than her previous lap. Unlucky Mrs. Carl. So at the end of that session we are losing Island Boy, Craig, Mrs. Carl, Love Hate Games and Scarito. Time for Q3 as the timer counts down. Oh, I need to stand up. Oh. Getting old, seizing up. Lewis, you're supposed to say, no, you're not getting old.
Then I'd be lying. I mean, sorry, no, you're not getting old.
It's a bit late now.
Well, you're already old.
Right,
Moving to the chat line.
I see someone getting wiped out in Q1 on Monday.
What about my own teammate? Surely.
Just call me Latifi.
Might as well.
Ooh.
And there comes another can.
Another can, that's the first beer tonight.
Yeah, alright.
It is, I was on Red Bull a minute ago. The yellow one. I can't remember what that one is. Tropical.
Oh.
Well, so first out on track in Q3 is going to be a pair of Aston Martins. No, there was a Mercedes got out before them. So that's James out. Is out. You've got both Ferraris out. You've got Cons out, and by the looks of it, Hobo as well. Hobo's actually leading the pack round. Nice bit of weaving there to get his tyres up to temperature. Coming through to the sector 3 now, so I guess the Ferraris will start backing off slightly. So coming through the final chicane now. Horrible bit of track. Round the final corner, DRS open, and he starts his flying lap. Got a AlphaTauri further ahead of him. Hopefully won't cause him too many issues. Round turn 1 nicely. Line through turn 2. Flat through turn 3. And I've not got the lap data on because for some reason that turns off every... So I missed what his sector 1 time was. Into turn 7 and 8 now. Gets that nicely. DRS open on the run down to turn 10. 51.0 for sector 2.
Are you with Moyland?
No, I'm with Hobo.
Oh.
I can see there's an Aston right behind the McLaren, just sailing past the Mercedes. Hobo around the final corner, coming round, sets the first time, there's a 17.4. And you've got Evan directly behind, comes across with the 20.1.
List is invalidated.
Cons jumps to the top, 17.4, 6.
Then you got Moyland, comes across with 17 flat. You got Johnny Stokes, comes across with a
He must have been validated.
He's got to have done.
James has done a 120.8, so I'm gonna say he got caught with traffic.
Will Max is the leading car at the moment on the lap.
So just
have a look what his sector 2 time is. 51.1.
Going against the FIA safety rules there, not wearing a helmet. So coming around the final corner, did the weight saving help, and goes 5th with a 17.5. Is Evans on another lap?
So Evans got DRS wide over, comes across the 117.4, sticks in full.
Lister on the 117.4 as well. Down to James.
Johnny Stokes is invalidated again. He's got enough fuel for another lap. And yeah, it's DRS again. Decky comes across the line, sticks himself 8 or 117.9.
So stay on board with Johnny, the only one not to set a time at the minute. So keeping it tidy through turn 3. Run up the hill. 21.7 sector 1 time for Johnny. A little squirrely out of turn 5.
Took that quite nice. A little lift off the turn 8.
That was turn 9.
Oh,
Turn,
yeah, I'm
turn
losing
8's the right-handed us off. The 7 is a bit iffy. Oh, I've missed a
Wait, so that little
sector.
dip between, well, after turn 5 is turn 6. That little left hand,
Yeah,
like, oh,
I swear it is.
you sure? I'm gonna have a look.
You have a look. I'm going to soundboard with Johnny as he crosses the line to do a 1:16.9.
Nope, actually, yeah, you were right. That is pointless for a corner, innit?
Well, it's no worse than turn 1 at Russia's, the right-hand kink on the start-finish straight. A track that thankfully won't be in the next game. So, Womax is still on track, but isn't on a lap. Decky's on track now. Looks like his ERS isn't deploying, so I'm going to say he's not on a lap. Don't know if he's not fueled for another lap either. So that's Evan on the way out of the pits now. A nice clear tracker in front of him at the minute. Lister just coming out as well. Con's making his way down the pit lane. So I imagine Evan's going to be pushing this quite hard. There's only 500s between Johnny Stokes and Moyland at the minute. With Johnny being on 3-lap-old softs when he set that time, if they both get out and get clean laps in the last moments,
it's going to be tasty.
It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. So your predictions for the top 3?
Mine? Oh, Evan, Johnny and Moyland. Then I have a feeling James is going to sneak himself up there.
He's just coming out on an out lap now, along with Matty as Lister's just coming through to start his lap. Evan gets a 1:21.6 in sector 1. Jump back to Lister, see what his sector 1 time is.
I'm just on board with Cons now as well.
So Lister's on a 21.8 sector 1. As Evan's coming up to the end of sector 2 now. Be looking for some improvement here. 50.4 is a 10th and a half up.
Oh, Cons has spun it.
Jump back to Lister, who doesn't look to be deploying ERS. He's not, so he's going to be going for another lap. He's got the fuel, so let's jump to, as Evan does jump up to provisional pole with a 16.8, 10th up on Johnny Stokes. So we've got James coming round to start his hot lap. Braking nicely into turn 1, nice line through turn 2. Keeps it more controlled through turn 3 that time. Back on the power out of turn 4. Into the left hander of 5. He's got an Aston that's keeping nicely out of the way in front of him. through the kink of turn 6. Nice line through 7 and 8. And then disappears out of sight. Down the back DRS straight.
Johnny Stokes invalidated, that's him done. He ain't gonna get round.
James is 2.5 seconds up on his time at the minute. Into the finals.
New track on his outlet.
Getting out of the way of people. Through the final chicane. To the final corner. Get the DRS open. Absolutely flat out. That puts him 4th on a 1:17.2.
Just on board with Moreland now as he's coming around the final corner, started that. Up to 7th, DRS wide open. Now up to 8. Oh, Decky. And Lister. And Evan.
Evan ran out of fuel. No, he's got to go again.
So on board with Moreland as he comes through turn 3. His first set to 21.7 is 300s up. Comes through turn 4, turn 5 down to 2nd. Short shift to 3rd, then 4th.
Evan was a 21.6 through set to 1 on his hot lap.
Down to 4th in turn 7, up to 5th in turn 8. A little lift for turn 9. DRS open again.
Let's Ferrari and Alpha
board.
keep out the way.
He's 3.5 temps up.
His fan club's in the comments.
Yeah, 4th then to 5th. Oh, a little wiggle coming out of, I'm going to guess turn 11. I might be wrong.
I think that was 12.
No, I'm always one off. As he goes across the line, DRS wide open again, crosses the line on 1:16.3, sits in pole. That's a great lap.
Half a second out of... When did Decky get there?
That's what I'm saying. Decky's literally, as Moreland's about to start his lap, Decky's roamed himself up there. I never expected that.
So our top 3 are Moyland, Decky and Evan.
I got 2 out of 3, I'll take it.
Lister sitting in 4th, Johnny Stokes in 5th, Matty in 6th, Rumax in 7th, James Al got dropped down to 8th.
That surprised me, that is.
Hobo in 9th, a 10th off of James's time. And Cons in 10th, 1:17.4. So
he had a wiggle out of turn 2 on his final lap. And yeah, spun it. He got onto the curb on the left hand side a bit too much. Johnny Stones invalidated his lap on turn 2 as well. I think he carried too much speed going into turn 1. Didn't get the rotation he wanted.
So 1st to 10th separated by 1.0 seconds. So just...
Well, the top 10's a second flat, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Would have been even closer if Moyland hadn't... It would have been within half a second had Moyland not set that
time.
But did I get the screenshot? It will be an interesting race. You've got the 2 Ferraris and the 2 Astons all close together as the battle for the constructors carries on. So it looks dry as we wait for the start of the formation lap and the cars to appear on the grid. Scott is joined and is going, by the looks of the garage, he's going for the hard tyres.
Very nice.
Hobo looks to be going for the mediums. Can't see into anyone else's garage to get a sneak peek at what tyres they're going to be starting on. Obviously, Top 10 will all be starting on the tyres they qualified on in Q2. That'll be interesting next season's game.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
you
rule's
don't do
been
it, do you?
removed.
Do you reckon they'll just keep it though?
No, so all the top 10 are on the medium tyre. 11th and 12th are on the medium tyre. Love Hate Games in 13th has opted to start on the soft. This is
And then
Carl
you've
on the
got
mediums.
Dorito, Frenzy, all on both on hards. Scotty's gone on mediums, he was wrong there.
The game live. And Pint Size on mediums as well.
Yeah, we blame.
He's probably got the stream on and is now cursing me for giving away his original plan.
He's fuming with you.
It's not fair. He gave away my plan. He'll kill me if he is on stream taking the piss out of the accent.
He is from Birmingham though, isn't he? It's definitely a Brummy accent.
It's from Wolverhampton.
It's definitely a Brummy accent though.
Well, it's only 2 minutes up the road from Birmingham, so yeah.
Still technically it counts as Birmingham. I can't wait till we both get kicked out of this league for bullying an admin.
Again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not the first, it certainly won't be the last. Good luck, Scotty.
Oh, just coming around to the end of the formation lap now, so as we've done the tyres, pit stop strategy says around lap 13 to 16 to switch on to the hards, or onto the softs to then do a short stint and go on to the mediums for the end. That's just
Odds on safety cars?
highly likely.
How many? Do you reckon all three?
I reckon we'll see a couple. So we'll just change the detail to that.
The drivers are just lining up now as we go on board on the grid. We're all set for the Spanish Grand Prix. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. A great start from Moyland, he pulls away from Decky. Brilliant start from Moyland.
Ferrari,
2 Ferraris battling out, they're going 3 wide into turn 1. No, who's bottled that? Lister. Oh,
looks
Decky
like a
comes
little
up.
bit of contact between Decky and Evan there. Hopefully no damage caused.
It looks like everyone's got through safely. Scotty's already up 3 positions.
What a start.
Great
Mrs. Carl's
start.
dropped a couple, Pint Size dropped a couple, Frenzy's stayed static.
Still going. You got a fight between Craig and Love Hate. They're going 2 wide. Craig's in a little alpine sandwich here. Oh, a little bit of contact between Love Hate and Craig. Only a little tap. Who's that off? Who's that off? Oh,
No.
Decky's off. Oh, Decky. And Womax, they're both off.
Still running though.
Don't look like he's lost a bit of his wing either, does it? On
No,
Decky.
Decky looks good.
Womax looks good.
Good.
There is just obviously where they've clipped the curb, isn't it?
So Moyland's currently opened a 1.5 second gap to Evan.
And then there's a
Evans.
1.3 second gap to
So
Matty.
Matty, who's gained 3 places on that first lap. Johnny Stokes has gained a place and is half a second off of Matty.
Scotty's up 5.
Lister's dropped down to 5th, is just outside the DRS.
Scotty's going for the overtake on Scarito. Does it going into turn 1? Can he make it stick? Yes, he can.
Oh, there's a Red
that's
Bull.
Hobo round.
Oh, Hobo!
Oh, Humu. That's funny. Why is he still sitting there? Has he got... Oh, he's going there. Oh, and the Haas was off. Pint Size is off. Scotty's up 7 now. Jesus.
So Evans closed the gap a little to Moylan. It's now down to 1.2. Opening the gap behind to Matty slightly.
And
Johnny
Matty's
Stokes.
trying to use his ERS as much as he can to just to stick.
Matty likes to use his ERS. He'll spank it all in the first 3 laps, you watch.
Really? I think I've raced with Matty before. Oh, Scotty's DNF. No, Scotty!
Virtual safety car. Scarito's got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Scotty.
Done it just on turn 12, isn't it? Just in the way. Oh, Hobo!
Scarito's pitted. Lister's pitted. Doesn't look like a new wing's gone on Lister. He's gone on to the hards.
Apparently on mine, pint-sized geezer's first. I don't know what's going on with him.
He's in 13th on mine.
Oh, he's now dropped to 16th.
That's Scarito in 16th.
No, he's now got pint-sized geezer now 15th. No, 3-second penalty.
So Moyland out in front has managed to extend his gap to 2 seconds now.
Johnny Stokes is sticking onto Matty very well going through turn 1s, 2 and 3.
He's got the DRS. He can't make a move into turn 10.
Oh,
so
no, Matty's got DRS on Evan.
So it's going to be is this the start of a train? With James Owls 1.7 behind these 3, but looks to be gaining on them. He's got Cons in James's DRS.
Right, he's closing on Evan. He's closing, he's gone for it.
Puts it down the inside.
Just held it. Now will Scotty have a run on Evan?
No,
he's trying it. He's went for a wider line.
Scotty won. No, you didn't. You said Sky.
Oh.
You're as bad as the Sky F1 commentary team.
It's been 2 weeks.
Actually, to give Sky a fair chance, it's normally the right team, wrong driver, they say, not completely different driver and team. And Scotty and Johnny, Scotty and Johnny haven't been teammates for a couple of seasons now. He should have got used to it.
Yeah, I was teammates with Johnny last season. Hashtag constructors.
Hashtag Johnny's poor back.
Hashtag finish 5th. To be fair, I missed half the races and still managed to finish 5th.
Hashtag used assists.
Hashtag no comment. Hashtag still do.
Hashtag hearsay.
So Evans now got the run on Matty. Going down the start, finish straight. Matty's trying to break the toe. You can't see, he's wiggling quite a bit there, Matt.
Whoa, Evan looked to go flying off track there. And that's allowed Johnny to go through.
He's lucky he didn't DNF there. I think he's got wing damage though.
It does.
Maybe lost an end
plate. It does look to be dropping back a bit. Quite a bit actually.
Just got to compose yourself, Evan. Well, his wing looks fine. His tyres are just a bit.
It could be tyres, but we know on spectator view you don't always see the damage that they actually have.
True.
But in all that battling,
2 seconds out.
Moyland has opened up a 3.5 second gap now to Matty. Johnny's right on the back. They've got a good gap behind them, so Johnny's not got to worry about defending from behind. They come through the final
chicane. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Alpine, I think. Yeah, he must have damage. Evans gone in.
Running down the start finish, Johnny gets the DRS open. Matty's, I was going to say weaving a bit much, but he wasn't. Johnny's up the inside into turn 1 and makes it stick. Now, can he pull the gap to break the DRS and start closing up on his teammate? He's got half a second on Matty already. Matty's lights flashing, so he's down on
He's 8%
ERS.
ERS. Whereas Johnny Stokes, I believe, sitting on, yeah, there you go, 70. Thereabouts, anyway.
So he's got the gap up to 0.8 of a second now, so he's still in DRS range down this straight, so he'll be able to close up a little. But with that spare ERS, Johnny
Got a little
should be
battle
able to
going on
open the
here
gap.
for 6.
And he has, he's opened it up to, it's all fluctuating on the second mark.
Oh, that's Dicky out. Oh, he's lost it at turn 7, and that's a full safety car. Now, what are people's strategies here? I mean, for Mrs. Carr, I think it works a treat, because I'm pretty sure she's gone on softs, hasn't she?
He did start on
Oh
soft.
no, she's on mediums. She's gone to mediums.
No, it was Love Hate that started on the soft.
Oh, Love Hate started on soft. He's now gone in and put a set of mediums on. Which, again, sorry for Moylan, because he's gone from that 4-second gap, well, 4.7 he got it to. Now,
Evan,
it's going down to nothing.
Evan, I've just seen your comment, mate. Clip it and report it after the race. Stewards will look at it.
Can we comment on incidents like that on stream, or do we just leave it?
You can comment on incidents on stream, on commentary channel, that's what it's there for.
Without upsetting the drivers?
The drivers are listening and they're not paying attention to their racing, are they? No wonder they have incident.
Well, I can understand the weaving. However, I don't think that could be Matty's fault. You was on board with that, weren't you, Rob, when it happened?
I wasn't, I was on spectator, so I saw
going down the start
of
from
it.
the straight. Obviously, Matty was weaving. I was on board with Evan. Matty was weaving, which is fair enough. Weaving a bit too much, again, fair enough. Like, it's that's not allowed. Was it 1 or 2 weaves? You can't keep weaving down the start finish straight. He had a little wiggle as well down the start finish straight, and I think as Evan was about to overtake him, he's pulled his controller or pad. I don't know what he's on. Steering wheel maybe. I think he's yanked it to the left a bit too much. So he's put him into the wall. I can't see him getting anything for that, but as Rob said, Evan, put it through him and let the stewards deal with it. So Moylan's pitted for another set of mediums.
Interesting.
Evan's gone for hards. Frenzy's gone for mediums. Love Hate's on mediums. Womax and Mrs. Carl's on hards.
Just waiting for everyone to catch up to the queue now. It's going to help Hobo and Scarito catch up with the pack now.
Right, well, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to go get a drink.
As I say, Evan, clip it and report it. If it's a driving etiquette issue, the stewards will look at it and deal with it. But focus on the rest of your race now. You've got a bit of recovery work to do. So, gainers and losers through the first 8 laps. Johnny Stokes has gained 4 positions. Matty's gained 4 positions. Con's up 7 positions on start. James Owl is up 4. Moyland is down 4, but he has pitted for new tyres under the safety car. Craig is up 6. Lister's down 3. Frenzy's gained 9 places. Evans down 6. But again, he's had to pit, and I'm guessing he needed a new wing as well. Island Boys gained 1. Love 8 Games has gained 2. Wumax has dropped 5. Pint-sized geezers up 3 places. Mrs. Carl and Scarito are in the same places they started, and Hobo has unfortunately dropped 7.
Mate, I wondered why it's so fucking hot down here.
PS4?
No, someone's just left the oven on downstairs.
Do they not know how expensive gas and electric is these days?
I'm not gonna lie, I think it might have been Chloe.
I thought you were going to say, I think it might have been me.
No, I didn't do dinner tonight. I'm not stupid enough. But the thing is, she turns the gas switch off, but she's left the oven on, so it's still lighting up. Oh, there you go.
Hopefully this is the end of the safety car now.
Oh shit, I'm coming up. Move, Frank, because you're in the way of the door, you clown.
Are you talking to your dog again?
Yeah, he keeps spilling everything.
It's like you then.
I'm running
Yeah,
upstairs.
safety car in this lap. So Sonny will now start backing the pack up, let the safety car get in a bit of a gap and get into the pits. There's only really one place to launch it round Spain.
Now can Johnny do what Moreland done? Build that gap.
I don't know, because Matt is going to have nigh on full ERS now, and he is going to hammer that through this first lap, a couple of laps.
Johnny Stokes has gone.
God, a little bit squirrely
Really?
out of the chicane.
They've both had a decent start on cons.
James out. And
Done by
Moylan.
Moreland.
Oh, wrong button.
Moreland's on a charge now.
Needs to make the most of those new mediums only whilst they're out there for assist.
Yes. Is that a little bit of a squirrel coming out of turn 3?
Have a look at the gaps. They seem to be opening up a bit behind. Craig's 1.5 seconds back on James. Evans 1.8 back to Craig. And then you've got Frenzy just under the second mark off of Evan.
Oh mate, he went a little bit wide coming out of, I don't know what turn it is, 10. Through turn 11 they go now, 12. Moylan's all over the back of cons. Oh, little tap from Moyland on cons.
Hopefully not broken a wing.
Don't look like it. It was only. Oh, and he gets all squirrely coming out of the last corner.
So Johnny has broken
the
the
gap.
The
We got a yellow
DRS
flag.
gap.
Who's that?
Sector 3, possibly pint
I
size.
think it might be. Yeah,
back
I
a
think
bit.
it might be. Yeah. Once again, Moyland is all over the back of cons. Through turns 2.
In fairness to pint size, I was speaking to him earlier today, and he said he was running this race on manual.
Oh,
Still
that's
trying
fair
to get
play,
you in. He's fairly new to a wheel as well, so he's.
No, that's fair play, Jim. At least we can't fault people for trying. I mean, there's a few people in this league that never tried.
They're not in the league anymore.
Yeah, not naming names. Oh, I know, who's annoying. Oh! Cons had a little wiggle coming out of turn 11. He hit the curve, it dragged him to the left, which allowed Moreland a free pass.
Can James capitalise on it down the start-finish straight? DRS will be enabled this lap. So the next DRS straight, we may see a couple of moves being made.
I have a feeling that Moreland on Matty.
He's got to within 0.2 of Matty now.
Matty's red lights flashing.
Used all that ERS in 3 laps.
Oh, there you go. Evans put on it. Yeah, I lost it. Own fault. Got weaving too much on the straight when I'm right behind. Which is fair enough. But the stewards are going to look at that. Oh, Moreland's having a few little squiggles, isn't
Traction moments.
he? Yeah. No, back to the Evans situation. He did say that it's his own fault for going a bit wide, which is fair enough. But I think obviously the stewards will look at that and just put it through as an NFA. Moreland is right up Matty's pipe, are we?
Yes, he needs to get a clean exit from the chicane. Which takes a lot of curb there.
I think that's how he gets the squiggle. And that
Matty's moved to the right to break the DRS. Drops back in behind. And that's a clean move for Matty.
1 and 2. Thing is now this is where it's going to play into someone's hands because Moylan's got a pit again, so is Johnny Stokes. However, Johnny's going to pit beforehand, isn't it? Onto the hards. But will Moreland have to pit? Oh, we got a yellow flag. I think that's Craig round. Oh no, it's Womax.
Unlucky
Womax. Round. Oh! Very close to Mrs. Carl.
So tyre wise, Johnny's on 12 lap old mediums, Moylan's on 4 lap old mediums, and then Matty, James Al and Cons are all on 12 lap old mediums. Frenzy's on a fresh set of mediums. Evans on 6 lap old spit that out again. 6 lap old hards.
Get your word there.
Craig and Island Boy on the mediums they started with. Lister's on 9 lap old hards. He had to pit earlier due to wing damage. Hobo and Love 8 Games are on 5 and 6 lap old mediums respectively. Scarito is on 8 lap old hards. Mrs. Carl and Womax on 5 lap old hards, and pint sized users on his 12 lap old mediums.
We're just going on to penalties now. Con's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Craig's got 3. Island Boy's got 5, which is clearly speeding in the... Oh no, yeah, it was speeding in the pit lane,
no, it wasn't. That was collision with Scotty.
With Scotty, right. Love Hate's got 3 seconds. And out of the race so far is Decky and Scotty, unfortunately. Pint size has got 3 seconds. Oh, and Con spun it coming through turn 7.
Moylan's within half a second now of Johnny in front.
Once again, it's the curb of death. You've got a little three-way battle here for 7th. With Craig, Lister and Island Boy. Unfortunately, bypassing this. It's just a stand here just watching. Well, we got another yellow flag. Oh no, don't worry, that's pint size. And there's nothing Island Boy can do in this three-way battle.
All we can do is save his ERS.
Lister had a great run on Craig, but had to slow down just a tad so he didn't hit the back of him.
So Lister through on Craig. Island Boy closing in with the DRS.
Is that a yellow flag? That is. That's James Vale round.
Oh, it's got it out the way of the racing line just in time there. And you've got an Alpine round. Is that Island Boy?
Oh, it's Island Boy. Island Boy's been disqualified. Oh! Is that Womax has hit him as well? It is. Womax has hit him as well.
Oh, because the AI would have taken control.
Didn't do nothing. No, it literally the AI just kept his car there. I think Womax ran a bit wide coming out of turn 2. Womax is fine. It's just knocked the Island Boys' wheel off, basically. His rear wheel. I believe Island Boys. Womax is fine anyway.
We'll see if he dives in the pit for a win.
Johnny Stokes is a second away from Moylan.
Moreland's proper giving it on these fresh mediums, isn't he?
He is, as he sets the fastest lap of the race.
Matty's pitted. What's he going on to? I believe it must be, yeah, he's going on hards. You've got Matty in the pits, you've got Craig in the pits, you've
Looks
got
like
James in the
Womack
pits.
is in the pits.
It's Craig, I think.
Oh, it's Craig.
Yeah, all going on hards. So they're going to see this race out to the end now. Obviously, if safety car comes out, they might change their strap.
Johnny's managed to close to within the DRS of Moylan now.
Does Womack get past Hammers here though? They're going side by side into turn 1. And he just makes the move.
Still look side by side as they went into turn 3 there. James is fighting back. Stay with this for a moment. James will be wanting to make the most of those hards, but you need to give him a lap or two to get properly up to temperature. But if he can stay with Womack here and use the DRS.
Johnny and Moylan have pulled, well, Moylan's pulled a 10-second gap to Frenzy and Johnny's pulled a 9-second gap. Sector 3,
That's
who's
Con's out.
Con's out. Down the start finish straight, that should bring out a safety car. Which
It has brought out a full safety car.
That's unlucky for Craig James. And who else pitted? There was another one that pitted.
Womack's. No.
No.
Craig, James and pint-sized geezer.
No, there was
Matty.
another one. He just got a drive through. Oh yeah, Matty, that's the one.
Let's go back to the front and see what these guys are doing. Are they going to take advantage? Well,
There's
the
nothing you
safety
can really
car.
go on now, is there? Well, Johnny Stokes can. Johnny Stokes can go on the hards because he hasn't pitted yet.
He's got an 8-second gap to Frenzy. I think he's allowed the gap to open slightly so they don't double stack in the pits if Moylan decides to go in.
Okay, well let's see how good this is. I mean, if Moylan don't, it's a bit. It's 16 laps left. The mediums ain't going to get you all the way. Moylan doesn't pit. Moylan carries on. Now that's interesting. Johnny Stokes dives in.
I can see Moylan's thought process though.
He started on mediums though, didn't he?
He started on mediums, but he's on fairly fresh mediums. Everyone else is likely to go on to hard.
So
he's going to have the
26, stick the softs on.
faster tyre and then go for a second set of mediums. Now, unfortunately, we've got pint-sized geezer who's 14th and has been lapped, sitting just behind Moyland here.
Twice, I believe. Pint size has been lapped.
Yep.
He's going down back straight though.
No, Moyland's allowed him through.
Fair play, Moylan. Well played.
That's good to see. That makes life easier for everyone behind as well, because you've not got someone who's instantly going to get the blue flags trying to keep out the way down the start finish straight whilst everyone's battling around them trying to gain as many places as they can. And that should allow pint size plenty of time to get round and catch the pack back up. So you've got Johnny on new softs behind Moyland. You've got Love Hate Games is up into third on 11 lap old mediums. He will likely need to stop again, although he has done both compounds because he started on the softs. Matty is in fourth. No, Matty and Scarito have just swapped places. And now they're swapping back and forth. Scarito's pitted, that'll be why they swap places. Okay, so it's currently sits Moyland, Johnny Stokes, Love Hate Games, Matty, Evan, Lister, Hobo, Craig, James Owl, Scarito, Frenzy, both in the pits, Mrs. Carr, Woomats, and Pint Size Geezer. As we wait for the safety
Getting a bit
car.
tasty now, isn't it? Love Hate up into third. 12 lap old mediums, so he's going to be doing what Moylan's doing and trying to stick the softs on. You've got Evan and Lister that have both gone onto mediums, but do they go on hards as well?
I think they were. So 14 laps.
They're looking to go to the end of the race. Scarito and Frenzy are looking to go to the end of the race.
So to make that work, they need to get past Matty and Love Hate and try and stick in the DRS of Johnny and hope that Johnny doesn't drop too far off the back of Moyland on the restart, so they can get the DRS train going, and then when Moyland pits, they need to...
So Love Hate could have actually gone into the pits and stuck on that fresh set of mediums on. He started on softs.
He's gone for position on track though. So it's not, I've not seen a message, no, the lights are still on, so we've got another lap behind the safety car. As Pint Size is just coming down the back straight now, so he'll be on the back of that.
3 laps, isn't he, on the safety car?
Be interesting to see in the new game how the sprint element gets added in.
Have they confirmed that now?
They've said, I'm sure I saw it on the EA thing, that the sprint races will be within the game, whether they'll be in the multiplayer online side of the game.
I think we should have it into GP1 and 2.
If it's in the game, it'll be, I'm guessing it'll be put out to a vote, because it'll add a bit of time onto the race, won't it? If you do a quali.
Here's my thinking. You can add it into GP1 and GP2 this season.
It won't be added in this season.
No, but I'm just like, don't do a full quali. From quali, you go straight into a 25% race. So you do a short quali, 25% race. Then from the 25% race, obviously we've got to pit twice, it's standard, that's what this game does to you. After that, reset a lobby, or you can keep the same lobby as well, and then put yourself into a 50%, because if you think about it, to do a 25% race, you're looking at what, 25, 30 minutes? To do 18 minutes quali as well, so if anything, it's shorter than a full quali. You could potentially add it, and it will roughly work out the same.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what comes out with the game.
The other way you can do it is you no rule it. Obviously, no rule to a certain extent. Like you could change. I'm pretty sure you can change the tyres and stuff in this game, can't you? Or is that mandatory?
No, that's mandatory. Unless you do complete no rules.
Yeah, sod that.
So safety car is in.
When's Moylan looking to go? He's run a bit wide.
He's gone round on the restart.
No.
That's dropped him down to 9th. He's going to suffer on this.
Oh, Moylan. He's got a bit of pace though.
He has, he can work his way back through. As Evans passed Love Hate into turn 1.
James Seconds
Love
with a
Hate's
5-second penalty.
Wide. And has dropped down behind Lister and Hobo, and Lister and Matty, and he's just been passed on the run to turn 4 by Hobo. Lovely move by Hobo there.
Pint Size is DNF'd.
That's unlucky.
He's not done too bad tonight. 21 laps on probably one of the hardest tracks on the calendar.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's one of those
So to start on manual on this track, but fair play to him is all I've got to say.
So Johnny Stokes has got a second gap to Evan already on same age tyres but on different compounds. Johnny's on the hards, Evan and Lister are on the mediums. Moyland is starting to make
flag
it.
in sector 3 apparently.
Craig's round.
Turn 11.
12, but yeah, we'll say 11.
No, I didn't know
And
if he went off
that's
at turn
8
11.
into the pits. So Moyland's now up to 6 on track.
Hobo in front.
Let's keep an eye on this. I don't think Hobo will be easy.
Evans back in DRS of Johnny Stokes.
When DRS reactivates in a couple of laps. This is second lap now, isn't it, after the safety car? So one more lap.
Yes. You got Hobo in DRS of Matty as well. Frenzy, Scarito, James are all fighting for 7th place. And Womax has joined that party. Lister this lap needs to get into DRS of Almighty, otherwise he's going to get caught by Matty here.
Let's have a look at this front battle, see if Evan puts any kind of move without the DRS. He's closing up on Johnny. He's got a nice slipstream there. Can he make it into turn? No, he puts himself in the mirror just to unsettle Johnny.
There.
Little lift through turn 3 there.
Lister's managed to close the gap to a second flat now. Can he get into the DRS range of his teammate, Evan? Yes, he does.
So if he can stay there, he'll have
Matty's
that.
dropped back as well. So there's a fight going on for 4th and there's a fight going on for 7th. This is Carl picks up the 3-second penalty.
Going to be a fight going on for 1st in a minute, as both Ferraris are in the DRS. Matty's now 2 seconds back on Lister. Hobo's in the DRS of Matty, Moylan's in the DRS of Hobo. Then you've got a 3-second gap to James, who's got Scarito and Frenzy for company in the DRS range.
So now Evans got the run, DRS wide open. Can you get him going into turn 1? That's the main question. He's picked up a lot of speed here, pulls to the inside, easy overtake.
Gets it done well before the braking zone for turn 1.
Now, what's
Hobo and Moyland are both past Matty.
Looks like Moyland's about to do Hobo as well by the looks of that. Is he going to lunge up the inside? Oh, he does. He makes it. Can he make it stick?
Keep it around the inside.
Side by side, going into turn 5.
Going the long way round.
Going through a little smidge of turn 6.
Hobo looks to be in front.
But then now, Moyland's got the run on him. Turn 9 now. Oh!
Very squirrely there, Moyland.
He goes for a lunge up the inside. Can he make it? Great move. It makes it stick.
With that
Hobo's. Oh, that's a 3-second pen.
With that exit out of turn 9, I didn't think he'd be able to get the power back down and get the overspeed there. And that's
Womax, isn't it?
Alpha Tauri round.
What's going on with Johnny Stokes? He's dropped. Oh, Lister's right on his tail. Johnny Stokes lives for another day.
On those harder compound tyres, are they having an effect on him?
Womax is pitted. He's got to be sticking on the softs now, isn't
Johnny can keep in the DRS of
That's an
Lister
Alpine
and
round of
Evan.
Williams ran a Scorito. Turn 2. Doesn't look to have any damage. No, we're all good.
Rumax and Love Hate Games are in the pits.
Love Hate again.
Love Hate again, just jump on board. He's in for a wing.
Ah.
So Johnny's opened the gap to Lister. It's still within the DRS range.
Johnny just needs to stay in the DRS of Evan, I think, for now, because mediums are going to wear her off long before the hards will.
Moylan's got a 5-second gap he needs to close up, but he's still got a pit again. At the minute, if he goes into the pits, he's going to come out around about 11th. And he's in the pits. He's going for he's got to be going on to soft. Let's see how good
he's done 2 medium stints.
Let's see how good our prediction skills are. Yeah, he's put on the softs. And that's bringing him out.
There's 9th. It won't be, I don't know, it won't be 11th, it'll be 10th.
It's 9th.
Oh, will it be 10th?
Craig's going to have the run.
9th. We weren't far off, we'll take that.
So I expect to see now fastest lap after fastest lap for Moyland on those softs. As he's really got some work to do to catch up.
There's a battle going on here for 5th. So you got a battle for 1st and a battle for 5th here.
Wrong button again.
Possibly 4th.
You've got 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all within the DRS range.
Johnny Stokes is just in the DRS of Evan. As he's come out of it now.
I don't know if he's going to get it.
He hasn't got it.
Just dropped over the second before the detection point.
Breezes past Johnny Stokes, goes back onto the racing line, ready for turn 1. Now can he catch his teammate? He's now 2nd. Oh, he almost had to let off the power a bit going through turn 2, which sticks him out the DRS zone. Oh, DRS. In all really, not even the zone.
Oh, can Ferrari get a 1-2?
Well, the detection point is just after turn 8, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the run up to turn 9.
He's 1.1 seconds off, so it doesn't look like he's getting it here. However, Johnny Stokes is now 5 tenths behind Lister.
It's
So
difficult.
Johnny Stokes
Just wants to close up. He needs to get a good exit out of the last chicane to launch him down that start-finish straight through the detection zone.
If Johnny Stokes can stay at around the 5/10 mark, he should get past Lister and in the DRS of Evan. It should help him out for the next lap if it works the way he wants it to. He's now 7 tenths behind. Everything I've just said has gone out the window. However, Lister's lights flashing. Frenzy's got to run on Hobo. Hobo sticks it up to the inside. Frenzy goes round the out. Swift move past. Gets the move done. Now goes into turn 2. There's first lap.
James Hell's round again. Look to be trying to make a move on Matty.
Don't get in the way, don't get in the way.
Scorito got the run on him up to turn 4. No, looks like James has kept.
Johnny Stokes is a lot closer to Lister this time round. Lister's lights flashing. While these two are battling, Evans pulling the gap. It's now at 1.6 seconds. Oh, that's gone down. So what's Evans? Do you reckon he's helping his teammate out of it?
Could be tactical to try and get him in the DRS, but then that puts Evan at risk.
It looks like Johnny Stokes has got the run on Lister. Lister tries to break the toe. Red light flashing. Can Johnny Stokes do it before turn 1?
Goes
He
up
has
the
got it.
outside.
He's got it done.
He's met the braking. Now he's got to find the pace to get into Evans DRS. 1.2 seconds. Can he do it? Love-hate with another 3-second penalty. So let's have a look at the penalties for now. Who's doing what? So you got Frenzy on 3, Hobo on 3, James Al on 5,
Scorito's just passed James Al there.
Craig on 3, Mrs. Carl on 3, and Mrs. Carl on 9, and Love-hate on 9.
Moyland is closing that gap.
And there's a penalty for Lister, so that takes him out the run for the top 2. Oh, Evans gone off down the back straight, which then allows Johnny Stokes into the DRS. It's all happening here. Johnny Stokes had a little wiggle coming out of turn 10. Yeah.
So he's just dropped out the DRS. Oh no, he's back in it if he gets a
Oh,
good... No,
he's out of it.
he can't get that power down out of the final chicane.
Which then now gives Lister the run.
It's 3 laps to go. This is
Heating up.
heating up, but I can't see Lister pulling a 3-second gap on Johnny in 3 laps.
No. Johnny's got to hope that Lister stays out of the DRS of Evan here as well. If he wants any shot of getting Evan in the last 2 laps.
It's, Lister's closing in. No, it's going back up again. It's dancing on that 1 second mark.
Yeah, you can just see it.
That's Moyland past Scorito, so it's...
I don't know about you, but it's starting to look a bit grey here as well. Oh, Lister's had a little wiggle. Does that give Johnny the DRS?
Through.
No, it doesn't.
It gives
It
Lister
gives
the
Lister the
DRS.
Which is going to fly down the inside. Braking competition. Lister's just managed to get it going.
That was a nice move by Lister. Left
However,
enough room.
That's now 9 tenths on Evan that they've just lost. Yellow flag
Scorito's
set
out.
to 1 and 2. That's safety car. What? Lap 30?
It's
Johnny
going to
Stokes
be
got
a
enough time
1
to
lap
pit.
sprint. He is.
Has he
He's
got
in the
enough time
pit.
to pit? Get the softs on. Evans also pitted.
Got an 11. He had 11 seconds to frenzy.
However,
Going to be
there's
hot.
yeah. If you look at it, Lister, Frenzy, and Hobo have all got a 3-second penalty. Everyone's pitting apart from Lister.
Oh, this is.
Top 6 have pitted.
Moyland's
That's James Al in the
pitted.
pit. Moyland's pitted. See that? Is Craig just going to see these hards out for the last lap? Or it won't be the last lap, will it?
I don't know. We're on lap 30. What? I've never
And it's let
known
Lister
it come
go.
out this
No.
late.
Yeah, but it's let Lister. It's let everyone go. Does that now gives Lister a chance to go into the pits and stick on a set of softs? It's allowed them all to pass.
What the?
I'm guessing they've got a delta to stick to as well.
I'd
So now
guess so,
gives-
because they're
But then
going.
Lister hasn't. Because look how far. Look at the gap Lister's now pulled.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rewind the screen a couple of moments. So talk amongst yourselves.
So it's just confusion here. If I was Lister, you'd be pitting
Lister
right
was
now,
past.
wouldn't
Lister was past the safety car before it got out the pits. Looking at the
so
track
that's why
map,
it's allowed them all to go.
Lister has passed the safety car
Right.
before
okay.
the safety car got out the end of the pit lane.
So now Lister's pitted.
So that's gonna. It is gonna be a 1 lap safety car.
But will
Lister's-
Johnny Stokes and Evan get past Lister? Evan looks like he's just
Evan's
about
gonna
to
get past.
but he's Johnny Stokes just comes up short. So now, will Lister play the team game here and allow his teammate to go off in the distance for the 1 lap?
He won't be able to.
Well, he's got a 3-second penalty, so he will.
He'll put himself too much at risk.
Yeah, but regardless, it's a
everyone's-
1-second penalty. He'll drop to 7th or 8th anyway.
Oh, this is going to be interesting because the
It's gonna be
safety
very
car's going to
interesting.
have to be in this
Come in
lap,
this
and you've
lap.
still got.
You've got Womack, Craig, Mrs. Carl, Love Hate. Oh, so Craig's just coming down the start finish straight now.
So the last ones who are realistically going to catch up are going to be Moyland and James Al. Craig might just get on the back of the queue.
So Moyland should go into fourth here, as long as obviously not everyone else doesn't pull the gap. I don't know if Craig will get on the back. James and Moyland will. Oh, it's going to be close for Craig. It's going to be very close. Just coming through turn 7 and 8 now.
Safety car's got to be in this lap.
Safety car, yeah, they come up safety car in this lap.
Oh,
That's why they're all backing off. So the safety car's just going round turn 13.
So
it all depends on when Evan goes.
It's quali laps now.
Well, one lap.
Yeah, one quali lap.
Craig is just going to come up shy, I think. He's just coming up shy. Oh, Evan spun it! Oh,
Alyssa's had a bad exit.
Both Ferraris. Oh, that's such a shame. So
Hobo's jumped Matty.
Johnny Stokes. Oh, we're going 3 wide here. Lister, Hobo and Matty. Moyland goes up the outside.
Contact between Is that Hobo and Lister?
Moyland's gone up to foot. Moyland can win this race here. Johnny Stokes has now got a 3-second pen, and so is Frenzy. It could be an Aston Martin 1-2. Matty 5-second penalty with Evan.
Craig and Hobo are out.
I think Craig's just hit the thing, yeah. Mrs. Moyland's going around turn 2. Oh, 2 cars on the side. So everyone's going to finish in the points here.
Again. Second week in a row.
Why did I stop racing? Mate, it's going to be... It'll be Moyland than James first and second. It'll be Moyland first, James second, Johnny Stokes third. What a turnaround, what an ending to this Spanish Grand Prix.
Madness will go
up. He's got 6 seconds! 8! They both got 8! Oh my god, what an ending. They could both drop down to 5th and 6th. So Johnny Stokes stays to check a flag.
Moyland gets first. James Al second.
Lister third, Johnny Stokes fourth. What an ending to this race.
Frenzy fifth, Matty
with a 5-second pen. Womack jumps Matty. Oh my god.
Evans had another moment. And it's coming round.
Just it across the line. Oh, I tell you what, that was phenomenal in the last lap. So much going on, trying to stick with everything. Oh.
I've never seen a safety car do a 1-lap sprint at the end. It's normally 2.
That one lap's mad. Frenzy takes driver of the day, so congratulations to him. What a race, Rob. What a race.
That was mental.
So how did... Unless Johnny and Frenzy both got... unless they both got the 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags, because James got that during the race as well.
I've just had a message from Johnny saying 5-second pen again for no reason. So we will see. I've told him to clip it and report it. Right, let's do all of this lot first before anyone presses a button. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. Don't. So I'm just doing all the screenshots if you want to run through the finishing order.
So in first place you've got Moyland, in second you've got James Al, third you've got Lister. They're your podium places for the Spanish Grand Prix. In fourth you've got Johnny Stokes, come unlucky, 5-second penalty, then a 3-second for cutting for corner cutting. Frenzy's exactly the same. In fifth, Womack is in sixth. In seventh you've got Matty, eighth you've got Evan, ninth you've got Carl, 10th you've got Love Hate, and then 11th down to the rest. are all DNF. Unfortunately for Craig and Hobo, last lap. Feels so bad on them two. They're both in the points. But yeah, it's how racing goes in GP2 of RPR. Too fair in GP1. I'd have loved that. I'd have been in the points in GP1.
No, you'd have been disqualified. Right, well, that was an exciting end to that race. Where are we next week? What's the calendar say?
Give me a sec and I'll get it up for you. Next week we are at Hungary.
Oh, Monaco with less walls.
Yeah.
Well, if you've liked the stream, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Lewis likes the bell button.
No,
And
sorry, Lewis likes what?
the bell button.
The what? The Rob button.
We will see you next week, same time for round 8 at Hungary. I keep pressing the wrong button. Why are you recording? It's the broadcast.